Missing Chris, right?
He's gone, right?
There was an empty space.
With the ballot. They've already done this, so. It's in the fall.
Just don't do that.
Everybody's got a war room.
Yeah, whew. Sorry, you saw it's not anymore.
Okay, I own one and I'm very petrified of it. And that's my attitude.
Where are you petrified of?
Circular saws, table saws.
Oh,
I have one and when I use it, I'm very, very careful. It's radial arm saws that freak me out. And it's either one, they're just dangerous. But they're necessary.
I use those for a living now.
So,
It's, you get used to it. But yes, they deserve a lot of respect.
Could have used you yesterday. Could have used you yesterday
Where?
at the mine.
Really?
Out walking across the grass and said, you know, please don't walk across the grass.
Yeah, oh wow.
And just said, and I screamed at him now, and then he started mounting obscenities. And all the business with it, they have,
Right, you could probably imagine.
I could do that,
Yeah,
do whatever.
yeah, that's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
There's signs all over,
Oh, yeah, they're on. Special.
disrespectful.
Okay, just about to 11 o'clock. Mayor, as you lean forward, you come into the camera, so you know.
okay, everybody in it.
Good morning. I want to call the special town council meeting to order. It's Friday, July 16th at 11 a.m. All members of the town council are present with the exception of Kevin Carden and Chris Craig. Thank you. We have 3 items on the agenda. Entertain a motion to approve the agenda as before you.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as before us.
Second from Jim. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion, raise your hands. Thank you. Motion passes. Could I ask somebody to take notes so that we can give them to Kevin? It just needs to be brief notes on
We
this
have a
meeting.
pen out with that too.
Okay.
We have 3 items on the agenda. This should not take very long, hopefully. We have 2 individuals that will be assisting us and guiding us through this. First of all, we have Bill Robinson, the president of the Water Commission. Thank you, Bill, for taking time to show up this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, can you read the disclaimer?
Absolutely.
Just the top one.
Go ahead.
Note, until further notice, the Corporation of Harvest Ferry's governing and deliberative bodies will hold meetings and or hearings virtually via Zoom webinar, which provides for public participation during the public comment period when applicable and when posted on the agenda. Alternatively, the public may watch meetings by YouTube video live stream or listen by telephone. These options comply with the Open Governmental Meetings Act.
Thank you, Storm. Thank you for reminding me of that. Again, let me just say welcome to Bill Robinson, President of the Water Commission, and Deb Kelly, our financial officer, will also guide us through at least the first 2 items. So let's go directly to item number 1, presentation of and discussion of July 2021 Water Treatment Facility Improvement Engineers Report. Bill, you're going to handle that one?
I will.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna read it. Everyone should have a copy. Contractor Alvarez has continued performing exploratory excavation for the existing underground utilities. The flocculation tank base mat slab has been poured, and they are currently forming and placing rebar for the tank walls. That's for everyone's benefit. That's where we're rearranging how the water flows through the treatment facility, and that flocculation tank will speed up and make the process more efficient with it at the front end. And that basically takes sediment out of the water and makes it settle out. All necessary demolition work at the new intake building location is complete. Rock blasting for the new intake structure is complete, and Alvarez is currently performing excavation activities. Alvarez plans to complete excavation at the existing pre-sedimentation basin and continue forming and pouring concrete. They plan to prepare subgrade at the new intake building and begin concrete formwork. GD&F, the engineer, their resident project representative, Dave Gusky, has continued on-site full-time inspection duties and has been coordinating efforts between Alvarez and Harpers Ferry personnel. GD&F has received 37 submittals to date, most of which have been reviewed and returned. The Paul microfiltration system submittal has been reviewed along with several other equipment submittals. Several requests for information have also been processed. Alvarez received payment for pay application number 2 in the amount of $110,028.26. Submitted application for payment number 3 in the amount of $130,721.79. This application has been reviewed and approved by GD&F. This application, along with monthly engineering costs through May, $12,077.31, will be submitted to the USDA as part of resolution requisition number 4, which totals $142,799.10. This amount should be deposited directly into the corporation's USDA account, at which time payment is received. The corporation will mail checks to Alvarez and GD&F. The second progress meeting was conducted on site June 24, 2021. The third progress meeting is scheduled for July 22nd at 9 a.m. and it's to be held on site as well. See below for progress photos. You all should have the pictures. Those are photographs primarily. We'll go later, but that's the second one is that concrete formwork for the flocculation tank.
Okay, Bill, on the fourth, just a question on this, the fourth bullet down, second line, it says has been reviewed, who is reviewing? Pardon?
My assumption there is the reviewing department is GD&F, that'd be Forsyth Road, who also per our contract with the engineer is the project manager of record.
Okay, and then would you just, for the benefit of the council, state what you are asking us to approve?
We're asking you to approve the Corporation of Harpers Ferry's engineer's report. After we've approved that, we will move to approving resolutions for payment.
Okay, so you're not asking us to approve a dollar amount, you're asking us just to report, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, fine. Any other questions before we get into a motion? Okay. Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
I have a second on the motion to approve the report.
Second.
I have a second from Laura. Any discussion on this motion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, raise your hand. Let the record submit that it's a 5-0 count. Thank you very much. And so that report is approved, Bill. So item number 2 is discussion action on resolution number 4 and invoices for the water treatment facility improvements.
Okay. This resolution number 4, this is the meat following the previous report. Whereas the town of Harpers Ferry has reviewed the invoices attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference in relation to the construction of the water project funded by the United States Department of Agriculture and find as follows. First, that none of the items for which payment is proposed have been requested from another source. Second, that each item for which the payment is proposed to be paid is or was necessary in connection with the project and constitutes the cost of the project. Third, that each of such costs has been otherwise properly incurred. And fourth, that payment for each of the items proposed is due and owing. And those items now therefore be it resolved by the Town Council of Harpers Ferry that the payment of the attached invoices as summarized below are hereby authorized and directed. The Gwynn, Dobson and Foreman, that's the engineering firm, invoice for engineering services in the amount of $12,077.31. And the invoice from Alvarez Contractors Incorporated, they are the construction contractor, in the amount of $130,721.79 for a total for this resolution of $142,799.10. Adopted by the Council of the Town of Harpers Ferry at a meeting held on the 16th day of July 2021.
All right, I'll make a motion. I move to approve resolution number 4 for the water treatment facility improvements project and payment of associated invoices.
Got a second on the motion? Second. We have a second from Jim Jenkins. Any discussion on the motion?
Yeah, I'm just curious, who reviews this at town?
We do. We do. I actually, as the head of budget and finance, I approve it and then the check signers sign. And this will be number 4. So we've been doing this routine for a little while.
Oh, yeah, it's just new to me, so.
Yeah, oh, I know. Good question.
And it also goes, before the checks go to anybody to sign, it goes back to USDA for them to put their blessing on it, and then it comes back to us.
So 3 dozen eyes.
Yes.
And it's a lot of money. I mean, they're big checks.
But this keeps us on track for the project.
Correct.
Okay. Before the vote, do you have anything to add from your perspective? Okay. Hearing no other discussion, all those in favor of the motion, raise your hand. 5-0. Thank you very much. Is there something here I need to sign later on? or
Later,
something?
yeah.
Okay.
It's got a date, Jim.
Okay. Third item is just a follow-up from our council meeting on Monday, just so that there is no misunderstanding, to appoint Laurel Drake as a full member of the Water Commission with voting rights. Chair, I entertain a motion.
I salute.
Do I have a second on the motion? We have a second from Christian. We have a motion and a second to approve Laurel Drake as a with full membership on the Water Commission with voting rights, a term limit of 3 years, or could that be determined later on?
She was
Bill,
already
could you jump in on this? You know,
I have
I
to,
don't know if I need to put,
are we reinstating her to her current term?
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Not
I-
necessarily, not
Not
necessarily.
necessarily, she submitted a resignation, and then it was the council's decision on Monday to appoint her to the Water Commission. And the appointment, for some reason, we failed to mention, I didn't think it was necessary, right? I guess we failed to mention that it had voting rights, so that's what we want to clear up.
The confusion, I think, is that historically, there's a created position that isn't reflected in the ordinance of a town council liaison that doesn't vote. And that's kind of what I think everyone felt like they were approving at the prior meeting. But because we're required to have 3 people on the question, we need a voting member. And I guess the question on term really boils down to, do we want to do, if the town council at its discretion wants to give her a full term of 3 years, or if you want to restore her to her, essentially rescind the resignation. Either one of those, that's how I see that breaking down.
Town council, at least the old town council, never saw the resignation that I'm aware of.
Right, I didn't send it to the.
So the town council never recognized the.
Right.
So
And the current, and
could
actually the term
we
I
could
was
just-
at was ending 2023.
Well, on whose authority were you serving? Previously,
Under whose authority? I was
Yeah.
appointed by the town council to that term.
so you never formally submitted a letter of
Not to,
resignation to the
not
town.
to the town. That's right.
No, she only submitted.
Okay, and then that formal position, Laura, was voted on.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but we have a motion, we have a second on the floor, and we're in discussion.
Okay, so.
We can rescind,
or we can amend the motion.
we can amend, yeah, but then we're,
Yeah, we
Storm, you ready?
I've not looked at at this depth, but it sounds like if it was the town council that appointed her and that the town council never changed that status, then she would still have that state. We'll want to verify that. And therefore, if we rescinded this second and the motion, then
I think, yeah, the resignation was tendered to the members of the water commission, and no one, myself included, did anything in the way of formally accepting it.
Okay.
and it was never transmitted to the town council.
That's correct.
Correct. Okay, so, Robert's rules, how do we rescind the motion? Kirsten, you know?
I think we can vote no in this, that's one way of doing it, we all vote no and then we redo the motion, that's one way.
The movement can withdraw,
And each person can withdraw.
and the secondary can withdraw their second.
Yes, I'm looking it up right now.
Who's the primary? On the motion?
Who made the primary motion?
It was not.
Jim, did you write it down?
I did not, actually, Professor Cummings, you moved and I seconded,
Okay, so I'll remove
Withdraw.
withdraw my motion.
and I withdraw my second.
Actually, I'm positive I was the second on this one, so I withdraw my second.
Okay.
Everyone's
All right. So do we need to vote on this?
I don't think so.
On the withdrawal?
Yeah.
No.
No, but I don't think we need to vote her in,
No, we
because
don't.
she's technically
She's
on
technically-
board with the date of, the original
Well,
date of
that's all taken
2023 and her
care of.
voting number.
I think we, sort of read into the record that the town council does not recognize, that there was never a resignation. Correct. Right, and so it's on the record.
Basically affirming.
Right, we're basically reaffirming her to the position.
And do you know for the record when that continuing term expires?
December 31, 2023.
Okay, good. All right, so, all right, any other business before the board? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
So
And we have a second discussion to adjourn. All those in favor of adjourning, it is 11:15 a.m. Thank you very much.
One of the quickest
Thank you for
meetings.
coming in and doing this.
Thank you, Bill.